Hey guys, it's took a little bit longer to get back than I anticipated, but we're doing just kind of a nice chill last couple hours tonight of some Elin. I know some folks enjoy the game, so I figured we'd do a little bit. You see on the left side, I have been doing quite a bit with just skill leveling and messing around with this area. It's not really well designed right now. I've been mostly leveling and just trying to make money where I can, as well as skill train. So, kind of the interesting thing with the game. It does take a while. I mean, it's pretty much how you want to go about it. And it's wintertime, so kind of this nice little chilled night. We've got a little bit of farmland that we've been doing. We set up such area up here, so that way we can kind of grow during the winter time. And I need to add some water here so we have some quick access routes. So yeah, just kind of a nice little area. We're raising a lot of bees so we can get honey, then we turn around and make that into wine. So it's definitely worth doing. And we're just kind of getting everything set up here. So we're kind of, digging up, getting us all nice and neat. It's going to impact our production a little bit, having just flowers, but I don't think it'll be too big of a deal, because what we want to do is make sure we have plenty of areas to grow our flowers and be sure to have plenty of space for our bees, because they have a really decent passive, in my opinion, for making money. We want to make sure though that we have everything nice and neat when we move things around just a little bit. Yeah, let's see where that's at. And of course our party is pretty good size now. We did expand quite a bit between a combination of our skill points plus a little bit of a combination of our charisma, which we are working really hard on still getting raised. We're kind of getting set up to the point we'll be able to do a lot more. Well, and I guess we had to take out a B2 while we're at it. It's just to say we did. Oops, I guess. I don't know. So now we've got this set up. I have farming to automate this area, so I don't really have to worry about it. I just want them to try to keep raising the berries up here. If they do more, that's great. The downside is I'm gonna have to harvest this for seeds myself, get more seeds, and try to get higher tier flowers. The higher quality, the better and faster they produce honey. So it's kind of a never-ending cycle, but as you get your farming up, you get a little bit more perks here and there. So it all pays off in the end. Just a little bit dividends here. One of those little fun things that we do. Of course, I do apologize if I yawn occasionally. It was a long day at work, so unfortunately I know that I'm probably got a couple hours left in me tonight, just because, well, it was just one of those long days. But At least tomorrow is Saturday. And I think many good things to come still. Thank you for the likes, guys. I really appreciate you. Really, really appreciate you. So what I'm doing now is just throwing all the seeds out everywhere here. Try to get our garden in tip-top operational as possible. Just one of those very chill nights. I wanted to get stuff rearranged a little bit here. We'll go do some missions. I'll show some extra stuff that we got going here. Maybe we'll even work on founding a town. You know, there is a lot of different things you can do in the game. Like right now, I am raising my charisma so I can tame more people and more animals and monsters. So I can pretty much do whatever I want, which is cool. And then I want to build up a couple areas for kind of what I call my trade empire, which is specializing in different types of high tier quality wood that we can make furniture and other goods out of. And then one's going to be dedicated to our wine making, you know, a little bit of other fun stuff here. And so we got to make sure that we always have the harvester here, because we don't want to lose any opportunity on our flowers. And so pretty much our goal is to keep bringing in the pollinators here so we can keep raising our honey. And we did make a beehive, and we gave it to one of our NPCs that can replicate anything we make. So about every 30 days, I go buy a new one. I can also attack these bees here and go for a chance to get a bee. So there's different options there. You know, it doesn't really matter which method you go with. And that's what I love about games like this. You know, it reminds me in some aspects of, dare I say, almost an adult version of Stardew Valley in some ways, with like the building and stuff like that. But then it also adds elements that are, you know, it just depends on your playstyle and what you want to do, which I always thought was cool. I do one of these days want to check out the parent game, the one that started all, Elin. I guess it's just a mobile game though, unfortunately. But I guess you can still play it on PC. So that's cool. I don't know how you do it quite exactly. I don't really mess with that stuff too much, but apparently there's a way. But there's quite a bit of content to really go through with this. So, you know, I don't worry too much on that. I mean, it's like the endless content glitch. You know, you just kind of find new content that you really want to do, and you know, it's pretty much up to your imagination. I can get away with doing a lot more of this where my stamina is in the negatives and I take damage, because my healer that I've been with has been leveling up, and I've got quite a bit of hit points. From a lot of your stat gains come from the type of food you eat, and then you get small increases through the skills you do and certain activities you do. So there's a lot of flexibility in that regard on, you know, growing everything, which I always think is pretty cool. The downside is we got a lot of watering to do. And then once we leave here, then our NPCs can finish handling this. So, you know, one of those little cool things that we can do. I definitely think the succubus was my favorite creature you could play in this, just because of the stat ceiling, which I felt like, based on my experience, I leveled way faster playing that type of character. But you know, it's always nice. And you can see I'm getting some heals. Even at negative 58, you know, we're doing really well. Nothing terrible or catastrophic. Something that's absolutely worth it. There we go. I wanted to make sure I was checking all chats, make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, here we go. And we'll just keep going here. Want to make sure all the seeds are planted every area, because the bees produce more with higher tier flowers around them. So I want to make sure that's all good. I need to move my party away so I can see what I have left. Because I want to make sure I have everything covered best I can. Let's see, do I have it all covered now? It looks like it. So we had a few extra seeds left over. Not a big deal. And we can go ahead and plant a few seeds underneath here. It won't hurt anything, because our fertility is high enough here now that we don't have to worry about this kind of come back to bite us in the ass. You know, I think we'll be okay. There we go. We got sunlight set up. We got everything we need. So we have our little mini greenhouse all set up. I'm gonna go ahead and sell that stuff. We don't need that. A little extra money, not much, but every little bit counts. And then the reason I have these set up here is I can draw water, and then I can just run back here. Luckily, this don't eat up stamina to do this. It could have been catastrophic if it did eat up stamina, so not a big deal. And this is kind of why I set everything up this way. So we could do it this method. I want to try to make sure every area is watered. Hopefully it doesn't dry out fast. We might be in luck here. You know what? I think we'll be okay. We might have missed a couple spots now that I can kind of see now the areas are changing, but you know, that's okay. It's not the end, and we do have some extra seeds if we need to do it. So, I mean, there's a little backup here. Although I should set up another water service somewhere over here just to make our point to water this all much quicker. So maybe we'll dig one right here, then we'll flip over and there we go. That way we don't have to run around chasing everything, because that's not worth chasing around all this stuff. Except that I didn't need it to water that stuff. The farmers got that one handled. So we're good there, I think. Yeah. Although I have no idea where I'm running off to. I guess it's adamant that I water all these too. Okay. It's like, okay, whatever you say so. I'm not going to argue with them. Okay, that should be covered now. And we could see if we got any more seeds. Yeah, we still have a few. I'm gonna grab those and come over here. And now what we're just gonna do is fill in the holes that we have right here. I think that covers all the holes, I think. There we go. Whoops, didn't mean to kill that. And then we can turn around and finish watering these. Okay. Now we definitely pushed it to the limit on this one. But we don't have to stick around in town now. We can leave. It's kind of a nice, just chill night. We'll see what we got. We can start making the palmian walls, which look really nice. Still got a lot of things we can make, so we can pretty much customize a lot of different stuff. The higher we get our crafting, our sculpting, the more stuff we unlock, which in this case, this is really high. That's the best way to make it. If we do that, that'll kill us. So best thing we can do at this point is do maybe about 30 until we get our crafting up more. Then as we do that, we can rest. It's going to push the days through faster, but it all works out in the end. And there's quite a bit here that we can craft. And part of the reason I'm only doing so much is if we don't like it, then we don't have to worry about having too much of the stuff. But I mean, the palmian area had some really nice stone. And this is probably going to be an easy way to level, because found a very nice area to get our hands on already sculpted stone. It's in the water, but at the same time still looks pretty fun. I mean, we were in the water a little bit, and all we did was mine a few things, go down a little, and see what we could find. So, you know, it's kind of like we're going a little bit into SeaWorld, I guess, when we can. So as you can see, we got a little bit down here at this point. And then craft again. Push it a little bit to the limit. And every day it's just kind of a nice, we do a little bit of rhythm here. Come in, come out, come in, come out kind of thing. And the faster we level, the better. This will be, we'll unlock new stuff. It'll be better. It's also how you get to make stuff later that's actually going to be profitable, because you'll start learning stuff here by default. A lot of this stuff will sell for a lot more. And some of this we really don't have much control over, but we can make some of the stuff. So it's always options, really. And we'll probably start with a nice wood floor for the walls and stuff. I wanted to make sure we had enough for the future towns. Just to kind of make it much nicer. Crafting up one of two. We still didn't make it cheaper for crafting it, but that's okay. And then we can start eating some of this, keep bumping up our stats. And I guess this is the last of our stone. With it being winter, trying to get into the deeper waters can be a little bit of a pain. I like getting a little bit of this passive income too. It's not a big deal. Give it to her. Whoops. Oh well, we won't be drunk for too long. My bad. Looks like we don't have a deep dungeon in the waters here. Then we've got our nice, cozy little farm village going here for the winter time. We did set up this here so they can still fish with it being frozen right now. That way they can keep doing their job. We're slowly expanding this. We gotta spend gold bars to expand our operation, and we'll probably grow a lot of palu. This is all deeper water, so if we can expand out more, it'll benefit us in the long run. And then we really haven't touched much of Vernus yet. you can really do some cool stuff with Vernus, but to be perfectly blunt, I really hadn't bothered. This is really cool. So if I use that, I get a wish. So then there's some different things you can wish for, which I thought was pretty cool. And we'll probably try to wish for some of that for fun. So what you have to do is any well except for the holy well. Once you get that, you can... There's a list of things you can get. List of different stuff that may appeal to you. We're just going to go ahead and say real fast. And so you just try to drink. If there's any water here, there's nothing. So we got to find a different well. So we'll see if this town has a well. I don't know if it does. I think it does. Yeah, it does right here. This is not the holy town, so we'll just save it here. And then there's a chance you'll get a mutation and the well dried up. So we didn't get it. So we got to find a different well. And that's kind of the rotation that we have to do. But I am going to check to see what goods this guy has. We invested quite a bit. He's got some fire, a 33 ball. Yeah, we'll take that. You never know when that'll come in handy. And fire blankets are becoming more common. That's good. And if I see some with good charm, charisma for what I'm going for right now, I go for it, provided there's no trade-off that hurts me. Right now, there's a lot of negative stats, so I'm not looking at that. This one has some decent effects. That one has some decent effects too. Okay, that'll work. Because then we can turn around and eat some of this stuff. Okay, I don't see any unique NPCs here to talk to or try to hire. Okay, so we should be good. Occasionally you find a critter here or there that wants to fight you. Of course, nothing special there. And I occasionally look out here for some type of underwater dungeons. We're gonna try it. I don't think the lame fountain counts. Yeah, it didn't look like it counted. Our endurance dropped a little bit, but that's okay. We can easily get that back. In fact, this one has really good endurance. And I just picked up my endurance back. Not a big deal. Biggest deal is if you get a mutation, then you have to do some extra work to get rid of it. But even that's not the end of the world. All right, so they don't have what we wanted. I was looking for this guy. Keep trying to recruit them. They want a courier globe. Well, one place I know to get curry is a long ways away. They don't have a curry here. If they did, I would consider it in a heartbeat. We'll go and rank up 2 down here. Just so it's done. Now we gotta kill like over 1,000. Not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. Everything's always so passive when we go through things. It's just like these bees. I mean, you fight around a bit, and just by fighting, you get stuff. There's a lot of things to explore, which is pretty fun. He wants a handful of snow. I'd rather just choose to fight. I like violence anyway. And with our party as big as it is now, a lot of the fighting that we have here isn't too bad. Everybody's pretty much got their turns. We've got a healer. We did lose one, surprisingly. Which I think is the one that can resurrect. So, kind of sad news there. But, you know, you can only do what you can do. Let's see what else we got here. And I'll try to stockpile some random food for my NPCs too, so I don't have to deal with them too much. Then if I pass by here, I may play a little bit of this, get a little bit of money, especially with our music high, which is pretty much all we did to level it, is just keep playing this stuff in crowded areas. I don't think I would do the hardcore where you only have one life, because then it's really dangerous to practice music, because somebody would attack you. Although this is a great way to make money early on. It's just playing music. Then as you get stronger, it's not so bad. You still have plenty of options. It's, you know, it's a fun thing to have and do. And I figured I'll give you a heads up too, guys. We'll probably do at least a couple streams tomorrow. I definitely don't think I'm gonna do a super long one of this tonight. Just I'm feeling tired already. You know how it is. Long days at work and then trying to stream and do other stuff. And then we can come here. So I don't think this is the Holy City. Oh, so we got it. So having drink, we can do this. So there's a whole list of different stuff you can get. For example, I'll just pull up this list here. And you can only do it when you find the statue once a year, unless you get the wishing. So you can have a black cat saliva. Never really got that, but like you can get yourself a generator. You can get yourself a snowman generator. You can get 7 leagues boots, which increases your travel speed. Speed ring, aurora ring. You can get a massive fridge. It has 64 capacity. You can do that, and it'd be worth it. You could get yourself a boat if you wanted to. You can also get yourself a lightsaber or a dual lightsaber. The dual lightsaber can attack targets a little bit behind. Then you also got the railgun, cane, and then you got some other things you can ask for. So, for example, in this situation, let's see. We're gonna ask. I'm thinking about what I want. I think you know what, for fun, I think the next wish I would try the big fridge, maybe. You know what, we could just do the big fridge. We got room. I'm thinking about this. What do you guys think? Lightsaber or the big refrigerator? It's a tough decision. It's really, really, really tough decision. You know what? Let's go lightsaber. Let's see what happens. I shot Wiley. I got a lightsaber. Something is put on the ground. Ah, let's check the stats out on this bad boy. We'll identify that one and that one. So this is actually really good boots. The lightsaber accelerates regeneration of body, enhances power of magical devices, reflects blaster bolts back at shooter. It's willed by the power of the force. 2d7. My sword is 75, so my forget-me-not's much stronger. But you know, that would not be a bad weapon for my healer that stuck with me. Especially all the extra stuff she gets to go with it. And we can also try to give her better shoes. I guess that won't work. We just could get rid of that curse. I'm gonna give her some bread too while we're at it. Apparently I forgot she is overweight from all the extra stuff I gave her earlier. There you go. Now I gave her some food. Now she should be happy. And I think I'll give that also to my dragon. And I'll give her, I don't know, just a little something. So she has food to eat. And what else? I'll give that to her. Make her happier with us. Since she likes ore. And then I'll split this up too a little bit. We have a lot of party members now to feed though, sadly. So trying to get food, you know, isn't necessarily the easiest. I think the dual saber for the extra range would have been better, but you know. I think the next one we do is definitely the big fridge. I want the chocolate for the charisma upgrade. I have no idea what this cat buff does. I sense a trap, so doesn't seem worth it. We'll pass on it. What I like about this too is just the random NPCs that just will attack you. We're working closer to get what we want here. So for example, oh, never mind. We got a Tyrannosaurus Rex now, guys. Holy shit, we got a T-Rex. Okay. Never mind, I forgot. Freaking T-Rexes. Okay then. And I can hire the tamer. What pet does he have? White bear, hellhound, king cobra, killer squirrel. Yeah, I'll hire him. I think this is ridiculous, but hey. I can get a centaur too. Let's see if I can increase her feelings, or tame her. I tamed her. Holy shit, my entourage is massive. Welcome to Jurassic Park, guys. Well, I wasn't expecting this. But worth it, I guess. I'm gonna give him 2 burnable garbages. If that's all the dude wants, he can have it. I wasn't expecting to have this many people in my party now. I really don't even have to do much anything for the early dungeons right now. I can just go in, roll my face, and laugh. Hey, I got a salary. Okay, what do we got here? What can the T-Rex do? Paint and smoke, explore and pet. The tamer can sing. The archer here is a gardener. I think we could talk to her. Have her come here. And now that she stayed, we get an extra +1 to our soil buff. So we get the other stuff. I'd like to keep this guy here. We're still short. I guess where we can go with some of these guys. Which we could move washing. I mean, there's a couple things we could move if we need to. Like, we could move Ivaka to another area. So, I mean, we have some different things we could do. At least till we grow more. So we have one more land deed. Because we have a crap ton of people. I'll go ahead and rest. Because there's different options we could do. And there's a nice level 15 that we can just absolutely obliterate to get a bunch of stuff for mining if we really needed to. I mean, the thing is with this is the tier monsters that I have, especially the T-Rexes, will definitely wreck a lot of that stuff. What the hell was that? I suppose we could swarm this real fast. So this is kind of one of the ways that I like to make money, because you can take this scrap, and as you get better mining, it's quicker. Then I can turn around, make it nails, then disassemble it with a hammer to get bones, and then I can turn around and make that fish bait. So you end up getting a metric crap ton of fish bait, and you get a chance for gold bars, which you need. And you can do a lot with the copper scrap too. I think this is probably the best place to level your mining, as well as, in my opinion, one of the best ways to make some money. Especially because you can go fish with, you know, a stack of 300, 400 bait, get a ton of fish, then turn around, break the fish down, and sell it as wine. So there's your secondary source of income. All you gotta do is find a place like this, which turned out to be really nice. Get as much as you can, put as much as you can on your comrades, and then you're done. The only downside is sometimes you do hit the other things, so you have to start over. So that's kind of, I don't know. This is what makes Elin great. My apologies, guys, too. I'm starting to fade a little bit, so we'll probably go a little bit longer. But that's what I like about Elin. You can have different party compositions. You can have different things. I'm really pushing it being over my party limit. It means we go slower, but I'm okay with that because we're just trying to settle a bunch of stuff down. And having an army of T-Rexes just sounds like a lot of fun. So probably something that I'll want to keep in my group. That and dragons or drakes or anything in between. Because those are always fun, guys. But if you're starting new and you can get yourself a decent pickaxe to start to help speed up the process a little bit, this is definitely the way to go. Definitely one of the more fun, chill streams. The funny thing is, sometimes I'll do these type of dungeons like this. I'm not saying the game's boring, but it's a nice, just kind of a chill, almost I want to say repetition. Kind of like if you were to play a game like Disgaea, where you're just leveling, and it's really nice. It's just kind of mellow, therapeutic. Especially if you have like an army protecting you, you know, it's nice because you can just sit here and do something like this and just power mine it all, and you don't have to worry about it. It's one thing that I just really love about this game. I highly recommend it, guys. It's one of the few times that I'll definitely say, for the money and what you get out of it, if you like these top-down type of RPGs that are it feels very endless, and you can build stuff, build homes, towns. I mean, hell, you don't really have to, but you can make your place through as difficult as much as you want to. Usually I can go maybe one or two more passes. And you know, you kind of slam through it. definitely certain that I'll have way more energy tomorrow, guys. It's just one of those long weeks. You guys ever have one of those long weeks where you just put an absurd amount of hours and no matter what you do, at a certain point, you just feel drained, even if you took a little nap? Because I took a little nap when I got off work, and it's like, wow. Like, yeah, I overdid it at work. The positive note, though, we've got Christmas coming up, which means we'll be doing, you know, some fun streamathons and some other stuff. So it'll be worth it. I guess that's about all we can muster right now. Probably have to add some more doors. Alright, gang, so we streamed for about an hour, and I'm feeling the effects of it, where I'm too relaxed and getting ready to fall asleep on you guys. Not that I think you guys are boring, you guys are awesome. Love hanging out with you guys. So I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and call it here. And we'll definitely do more Elin, hopefully this weekend we'll do more. Just kind of do some chill setup for some bases, builds, things like that. And whatever else comes our way. We've got some Europa, we've got more Valheim. It'll be fun, guys. I appreciate y'all. Much love for all of you. You guys are awesome. All right. So I hope your Saturday goes well. And stay safe. And hopefully we will see you later on today for a few streams. All right. Good night, everyone.